Guys, today we are going to be reviewing none other than Base Set. What's up, Poké Fam? My name is Isaac. I'm the Pokemon.
I'm Cameron. I'm another Poké person. Probably not the Pokemon, but I'm a Poké person.
He's part of the Poké Fam.
Yeah, part of the Poké Fam.
And I think we've already welcomed Cam to the Poké Fam. That rhymes. Unintentional.
That was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Pretty dang sweet. But welcome all of you who are new to this channel. Welcome to the Poké Fam, the most positive community on YouTube. So guys, do we have a treat for you today? We're gonna be doing a review. It's not an opening. This is actually just a showcase from my collection. I am a collector, I'm an artist, and I'm starting to dip my toes a little bit into investing, and hopefully, you know, it grows into something. Hopefully it can kind of sustain this channel so that I can do a giveaway once we hit that 100 subscriber mark and some other fun things for you guys to do. So guys, let's just jump right into it. This is one of my binders of many from, you know, my vintage binders. And so I have several full sets from the Wizards of the Coast era, which is my favorite era. Cameron, if you're not aware, I think I've talked to you a little bit about Wizards of the Coast, right?
I think so.
They were the first artists to do Pokemon cards. They actually do Magic now, but they did like the base set all the way through the e-reader series. Skyridge was their last set, which is, I mean, it really wasn't that big as far as like the print run. They didn't print a ton of it, but it's got beautiful artwork, it's vintage, and all the cards are rare, so that is like the most valuable set, and that was their last set they did. We are taking it all the way back to 1998. 1998.
So. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna go through each of the base set cards and share our thoughts on them. I thought this would be like a nice relaxing video where we can talk a little bit about base set, and if you guys have any comments or questions, throw them in the comment section. All right, so here we go. There they are.
Wow, what a sight.
There's the fire.
Man.
So I'm gonna start, I know I'm showing like a full page, but I'm gonna start up here, and Cameron, share any of the thoughts you have, because these are the cards that we grew up with.
Yeah.
So these have a lot of nostalgia for you as well, right?
They do, definitely. Yeah.
Do you have any like stories or anything about any of these cards?
Well, the biggest thing is anytime someone had this Charizard card, people were jealous.
Yeah.
Like, people would get in fights at school. Well, maybe not, but I'm sure some people did. But, like, you know, people were trading their best cards to try to get a Charizard. This was, like, the most prized card.
Oh, yeah. Nobody would give up that card. Yeah. I remember we would actually grab our Pokemon cards and sneak them away because they were actually, like, banned from our school, because we would take them out to recess and trade cards, and then kids would steal other people's cards. Not that great of an experience for some kids, you know. and for a lot of you out there, you know the pain, because I personally have had some cards that have been stolen that were dear to my heart from back in the day. But I really just started from like nothing. I had a Diglett card. That was my very first card, and I don't think I actually got a booster pack to open in my childhood, like at all. Yeah.
Wow. I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
wow.
I don't think I did. I remember one that was the player deck. It was a base set 2 deck box, and the card that I pulled from there was the Zapdos. So we'll see that one from here. Mm-hmm. My favorite card. And anyway, I just basically had to trade up for cards from there, and that was my childhood collection. I would, I don't know if I have my Diglett card still, or if I traded that and started working my way up to bigger and better things, but the Charizard card was one that nobody could touch, right?
Yeah, untouchable for sure.
All right, card number 1, Alakazam. If you don't know, all of the Wizards of the Coast sets are in alphabetical order, starting with the rares, and then they restart alphabetical order once they go to the non-holographic rares, then the uncommons and commons, that sort of thing. So that's how you can kind of keep track of how they number these.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So on the card here, you have obviously, you know, the name, the hit points, the image, the attacks. Down in the bottom right here, and I'm actually gonna boost this up just for convenience. But you have the number over like the total number of cards in the set, and then there's either star, diamond, or dot. That's the rarity. Stars are most rare. And so that's a little background here. The other thing with these is that they started off with first edition prints. So you'll see like this Machamp here is first edition Shadowless. There's a lot of questions, a lot of confusion, tons of new people hopping into the hobby and trying to figure out, you know, what's so special about the first edition Shadow, what is a Shadowless Charizard, you know? I don't have one. I would love one. That is like my dream. But this is first edition. And then the shadow is gone from the border here, as you can see, as opposed to like the border here on the Charizard, right? So this was the first print that they did, was the first edition Shadowless, and then they stopped doing the first edition stamp, and then they still had these cards that didn't have a shadow on it, so they used them. So that's what this one is, the Magneton. It's just a Shadowless, not first edition. So that's just kind of orienting you to base set. Now this is the only set that has Shadowless cards in it. So
okay,
now you know a little bit more about it.
Yeah, I learned a lot just apparently.
There you go.
Yeah.
So that's what makes it so rare. The first edition Shadowless ones are the most rare, and they are going to be like anywhere from triple, quadruple, maybe even like 100 times the price.
Yeah, a lot more.
Depends.
Damn.
Yes. Yep.
Right.
All right. So the next card you have Blastoise. Love that Blastoise card. Beautiful, Chansey, and the Charizard. Comment on the Charizard, Cam. What are your thoughts?
Well, I never had one growing up.
Me neither.
So
I really didn't.
it like almost makes me cry just seeing one in real life, you know. Not really, but
No, yeah.
it's one of my favorite cards that I never had.
It's
I
a valid
just always wanted one.
Yeah.
So it's so nice to be here in the presence of a Charizard, you know. A little dramatic, but I do love that.
No,
card
it's a
quite
valid
bit.
point. And anybody who's watching this is really into Pokemon, and I bet the majority of you guys have fond memories of Charizard. I apologize for taking so long, but like this is the page that started it all. There's some, you know, some major value in these cards, and the value of these cards is going to continue to go up. I know right now we kind of hit a little bit of a dip. That's just because the market exploded this year. Absolutely exploded, and it wasn't quite sustainable. However, the lows have gone up quite a bit, and they're not coming back down. So that's one thing you should know about this set. If you're planning on investing or whatever, right now is actually a really good time to do it. Because not like there's some people that were Logan Paul followers that are kind of starting to like drop away a little bit. And right now is kind of a good time because the market has stabilized and it may be actually a little bit lower. And there's going to be more consistency in the trend that we see with prices going up. That's my take on it.
All right.
But yeah, there's a lot of people that are viewing this that have this nostalgic and respect for the card. It was drawn by Mitsuharu Arita. I need to make sure Mitsuhiro Arita, which really respected artist. And if you have the signature on the card, it makes it even more valuable. Yeah, just a beautiful card.
I agree. It's amazing.
Now, the English set actually did come out a few years after the Japanese set, so it's a different artwork than the original Japanese artwork.
I didn't realize that.
All right, so moving on. I love all these. Gyarados is one of my favorites on this page as well. I feel like Alakazam doesn't get enough respect.
No one respects him enough.
Don't get no respect.
Come on, respect him.
Now we're moving on. And
oh, heck yes.
There you go. What do you notice on this page, Cam?
So, this was one of my favorite cards growing up. I had this
Me too.
Zapdos.
Oh my gosh.
So, Zapdos is amazing. I also had this Venusaur. Love this card. Always wanted this. So, Raichu is my favorite Pokemon. I had a different Raichu card, but I always wanted this one. Yeah.
I do love that one.
Yeah.
I love the little like flex in the back. It kind of looks almost like camo, but it's a really like, I don't know.
Yeah, what's happening in the background? I don't know.
It's difficult to know, but but I do like all the backgrounds. They're so simple in all these cards, and I feel like sometimes they like to go a little over the top on cards
very
these days.
simple.
And these were just so simple. You got to remember there were no full arts back in the day. This is it. If you got a holographic, it was like crazy. And now today, you pull a holographic, it's like, oh, great. Well, in our last video, we pulled that Chansey, and we were really excited to pull a holographic at that point.
Yeah, seriously.
So Mewtwo, this is my most valuable card right now. It's actually in really good condition. I would expect that this one, if it were graded, which means that they put it in a little slab protector and they have an official document and verify the validity of the card, and they give it a grade ranking 0 or 1 through 10. So 10 is like perfect, and this one I would say would be around maybe an 8.
It's pretty good.
Graded, which is actually really good, especially for vintage cards.
Yeah,
it's in very good condition. I've kept it in a binder my whole life. I plan on submitting it to get graded here hopefully soon, as soon as I can, because PSA's been so backed up. It's been really difficult to send anything in. Yeah. So.
Makes sense.
So I'm kind of waiting for that to die down a little bit. But yeah, this Mewtwo, love it. I feel like it's underrated because look at how many HP that has, Cam.
Yeah, come on.
He's got 60 HP.
Yeah, I don't agree with that part. Or like his move, Psychic.
Yeah.
10 plus.
It's an underrated card, but actually I think a lot of people now have rated it appropriately.
Yeah, no, they have.
So anyway, loving all these Pokemon cards. I have a sweet spot for Zapdos too. Yeah. That was like my baby growing up. Oh, yep. Yeah, I'm getting emotional on that one. And then Dragonair is just beautiful.
That's like your favorite Pokemon, right?
Yeah, that's my favorite Pokemon.
Yeah.
I sure love it.
Yeah, Dragonair is cool.
And I love like the icy, they got like the northern lights behind it too. So then over here, got all of we're starting over kind of with the, just the rare cards rather than the holographic rares.
Okay.
So you start the alphabet over, right? And then we're at the uncommon cards and they start the alphabet over again. And I don't have a ton of Shadowless in first edition, but I do have enough. Enough to satisfy me. Growlithe, Haunter, Ivysaur, Jinx, Kadabra. So Kakuna is a Shadowless one here.
Oh, nice.
Actually, I really love this Magikarp picture. It's just classic. Like, I remember it annoying me as a child. Because I'm like, oh, I got a Magikarp. It's so dumb. But there are a lot of Magikarp fans out there now. Oh, another interesting fact. This Jinx card, notice what color it is? It's not black, it is purple. And I think it came out as black in the Japanese set. And when it came over to the US, they changed the color to purple because they thought it would be, offensive. But it's now purple, and it appears as purple in all the shows as well, as to not offend anybody. But I still feel like Jinx may offend some people.
I find myself very non-offended by looking at it. Just
all right.
Personally, I'm not offended.
Now moving on, we have some of the first edition Shadowless cards. There's Nidorino. Bulbasaur is another one of my favorites here. Love the artwork.
Classic, of course.
Yeah. So just take it in. Now let's move on. So we're going really slow. But
oh, there we go. Diglett, your first card.
Woohoo!
Maybe not your actual first card.
I actually don't know. I don't know if that's my actual first card or not. It is a Shadowless, so it's very possible that it could have been.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Guess we'll never know.
It was actually given to me by one of my older sister's friends.
Interesting.
I was like, what are you guys watching? We're watching Pokemon. What's Pokemon? But I love it.
That was your first experience with Pokemon?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. Oh, wow. She's like, oh, well, we have cards. They have cards. I'm like, that's so cool. Cards along with a TV show. Here you go. Here's your Diglett.
Genius.
I was like, oh my gosh.
Great
and here I am. Yeah, great marketing. Here I am 20 plus years later and still enjoying it.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, this Ghastly is not very distinctive. You can't even really tell. It's just kind of eyes and a mouth.
It's just a blob
floating there. What else? We've got Pikachu.
Yeah, Pikachu. Yeah.
Now, originally, have I told you about this one? The red cheeks on it?
Yeah. You said something about it to me. I don't remember.
So Pikachu originally was released with yellow cheeks here.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to flip over to the base set 2 to show you what that looks like. Maybe. There we go. So there's what it normally will look like. Has the yellow cheeks there. This is from base set 2. Same binder. But this one is a shadowless and has the red cheeks there, which gave it a little bit more of that exclusivity.
Yeah.
A little more desirable, I guess. I personally like red cheeks on my Pikachu.
I personally find it offensive. Just kidding. I think it's great.
Anyway, there you go. And now we're almost there. Some more as we get into these more common cards. I have more of the first edition shadowless because they're more available. However, I got these for a really smoking good deal.
Yeah, you did. Holy
like
cow.
3 years ago. I got the first 3 sets, so there you go. That's the end of it. And I'll save the rest for another time. We'll indulge in the first page while I just let you know. Yeah, I got these for like $300 for, no, like, it was like 200, maybe 215 or something like that. But I got the first 3 base set, jungle, fossil, complete sets. They had some first edition in there, some shadowless in there, and it was just an amazing deal.
It was a steal.
It really was.
Yeah,
Even for the time, it was a good deal. So I picked it up, and that really kind of got me back into the hobby. Some of these are still like my original cards because I wanted to throw them in there because they meant something to me. But anyway, that is base set 1.
I love it.
Hopefully you guys liked it. I really enjoy talking about it.
Yeah, it's the best.
Yeah. And
Still
just
my favorite
looking
set,
through
probably.
and the nostalgia of all of it. So
Yeah, it just takes you back. It really does.
it really does. So thanks so much, guys, for tuning into this video. This is the first video I've had where we actually go and dig into the collection and I make some commentary about it. If you guys have any additional commentary, put it in the comments below. Don't feel like a stranger. Again, we're the most positive community on YouTube. Let's keep it that way. Let's stay positive. And let me know if you guys really enjoy doing these collection reviews, I guess.
Yeah, I think they're fun.
They're a lot of fun.
Yeah,
And I appreciate you being here, Cameron.
Yeah, appreciate you having me. It's
We
great.
were so excited from our last video. We decided we're going to record a second video. So here we are.
Yeah, here we are.
And now we're
Sweet.
ending it. So thanks so much, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Stay safe out there.
Stay safe.
Be excellent to each other.